afternoon. Chef Geoffroy Deconinck from the Beeliner, the beach club. Happy to have you here. I'm with my sous chef Alessandro Cola from Italy.
Hi.
And I'm my sous chef Christopher Jackson from Boston.
Hello.
There you go. So today I'm gonna present you a recipe that we've done here at the Beeliner. It is a French quiche. I didn't say French kiss. Anyway, the idea on this, my turn on this recipe is there's no crust outside. I use some fresh cheese to give this nice bready flavor, but it's gonna be inside the butter. Okay. I use for this quiche some nice local vegetable. I just picked some this morning, 6 o'clock this morning, very early. After my jogging, I went to Spade and Clover, and I get those beautiful vegetables. We have some Swiss chard, we have some spring garlic, radicchio, beautiful breakfast radish, iceberg lettuce. So that I inspired the components of my French quiche. Other ingredients that we have here, we have some zucchini, yellow squash, we have broccoli. I did some tomato confit. Alessandro is going to explain to you a little bit how we process the tomato confit petals, like we call them here. And then on the other side, we have some eggs, cream. I have some Kiawah, which is a mix that my friend in New York is making for me. It's close enough to have the Provence, but better. A little bit of sherry vinegar here, and then of course the fresh yeast. I use, so for this recipe, that's gonna make about 8 quiche. I use half quart of heavy cream. You have 4 eggs. We have a half cup of flour. We have 1 ounce of fresh yeast, or you can do, if you don't have any fresh yeast, you can use the dry yeast, and you're gonna use then 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. I have some boursin here that we're gonna fold as well in the butter. To start, I'm gonna have Alessandro saute some zucchini and squash. And then maybe Alessandro, can you explain to our friends how do we do the tomato petals at the Beeliner?
Would you like me to explain it now?
We love it.
So what we do for the tomato petals, we blanch them for 45 seconds in hot boiling water, we shock in ice water, and we're going to remove the skin. After that, we're going to cut in half and get rid of the excess juice from the tomato. We're going to season with salt, garlic, thyme, extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of sugar, and we're going to cook in the oven at 205 Fahrenheit degrees for about 1.5 hours, so it becomes nice and candied.
It's just right. There you go. That's always good. So during the time that Alessandro is going to start saute those vegetables, I'm going to do the butter. Okay. So the butter, as I said, yep. Very simple. Huh? I take the heavy cream. I put this inside a mixer. Right. You can take the eggs here. Put them inside as well. I'm gonna measure 1 ounce of fresh yeast. Now, if your yeast is frozen, you have to double. You're gonna make 2 ounces of yeast if your yeast is frozen. Just because the effect is not as strong when it gets frozen. This. So for the sauté vegetable, I usually start with just a little bit of grapeseed oil And then we finish with chili flakes and then the Kiawah herbs that we talked about earlier. Okay, so we have 1 ounce here. So I'm putting this in a blender. So mix it up. At this point, I'm going to incorporate the flour. Okay. So half cup. Okay. And of course, we're going to season this. White pepper. Okay. I put a little bit of salt. There we go. Olive oil. And then I finish with a touch of vinegar. That's cherry vinegar, by the way. Go. And that's to taste, huh? So don't forget to taste the mix before you put it in the cup. Alright, I'm gonna taste myself. Perfect. Fantastic. Alright, so this butter here, you're gonna spread it. Okay. Be sure there's no lump. Say that right? Lump?
Lumps.
Lumps. There you go. Alright. Nice one. You have zucchini? Yeah, squash? Huh? Okay. So, you're gonna turn and go see my friend now cooking the zucchini and squash?
So what we're doing here, we're going to cook the vegetable. First thing, we're going to infuse the garlic on the grapeseed oil so it gets a nice garlic flavor. Soon as the garlic is a little bit caramelized, I'm going to drop inside my vegetable and I'm going to cook everything separate. I'm going to season with salt, white pepper, thyme, a little bit of chili flake. The reason why I'm cooking everything separate is because every vegetable I got a different time of cooking. In this case we have squash, zucchini, you don't want to overcook the vegetable because it's going to keep cooking inside the quiche. So we would just want to give a nice caramelized flavor and that's the seasoning. A rainbow chard and of course broccoli. At this stage is that when we start to season the vegetable, we do not season before, otherwise it will release water, which is going to affect in our quiche result. At the very end, we put a little bit of chili flake. And of course, white pepper. Now we're going to wait and the vegetable cool down completely before we remove the thyme and the garlic, and make sure to remove the garlic and the thyme. Otherwise it will be kind of unpleasant for the end result.
Alright, so the next step is the building. So we have those cups here, aluminum cups. You can find that at the supermarket. They're probably going to be a little smaller, but it works. So very important, you're going to spray them with vegetable oil here. There you go. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to put a little bit of this quiche batter, the one we just made, at the bottom, okay? There you go. Alright, so that goes at the bottom. We're going to start with the Swiss chard here. So in each cup you're going to put a little bit of Swiss chard. Okay. Boom, boom. So these are the beautiful leaves. You saw Alessandro cooking the stems. But these are the leaves. I just saute them with a little bit of shallots and chili flakes as well. Then next we can take a little bit of the zucchini. Okay. And you build this by levels. Okay. Squash here. You don't want to put too much. Just enough. And then I continue. Boom, boom, boom. Going like this. I have the boursin, so the French cheese, that as well. So I'm putting a little bit of this cheese inside the cup. There you go. That's gonna give a nice herby and fresh spring flavor in there, and it's gonna season to the quiche slightly salty. So. By the way, this is the garlic chives from the farm that we use in this recipe. I'm gonna put some inside the butter as well. So it is very simple actually. You can use whatever vegetable you have on hand, whatever cheese you have on hand. You can use goat cheese, you can use blue cheese as well. I've seen blue cheese quiche. So it's really up to you what you put in there. Alright, so we keep building. I take the broccoli here, boom boom. Some tomatoes that we talked about earlier. This is going to give a little bit of sweetness and some nice color. These are the stems of the Swiss chard. Okay. There we go. We have these beautiful garlic chives. That's very spring, huh? Okay, and then we keep going on this until you hit the top rind of the cup. And this is going to be baking for about 17 minutes at 350 degrees. A little bit of this Kiawah again, the herb de Provence. And then there's a top layer here. Huh? See, we stop right before the top. Because of the yeast, it's gonna proof, it's gonna go higher, you're gonna see. It bakes. There you go. So now we're going to go in the oven for about, I'm going to do 17 minutes all day, so we're going to turn the tray after 7-8 minutes. And it should be cooked if you go with, it has to be dry, the batter has to be dry. So if you go with, I use, what do you call this? A cake tester, there you go. So cake tester fluid, come out, if it's dry, it's cooked. So I will see you in 17 minutes. At 350, as I said, for about 17 minutes. Go. Beautiful. So you cook this through, comes out dry, it's cooked. Alright, so this is to complete the dish, huh? I have some beautiful salad, and we mix it with a little bit of herbs picked. I have tarragon here, we have dill, parsley, chives, batoons, celery leaves. There you go. Those breakfast radish that we've seen earlier here. Okay. Beautiful radicchio here. Huh? Good. Right. Dressing. I use some lemon vinaigrette that we're doing here. Mix it up. And by the way, in the back we have Syria, and we have Mr. Castellano. Hello. Hello. There you go. Right. So let's start. Let's start with this. So this is some reduced balsamic. And just I have here some red pepper coulis. Well, it's just for the color. Huh? Okay. There you go. Put the salad on one side here. There you go. Beautiful radicchio. We have, I have some flowers too. Here. So these are one flower, edible. In this case, it's arugula. do have some dill flour as well. Okay. There you go. Which one? One big one, guys? No, don't be shy. Grant? One big one?
Another one.
Beautiful. Now, but which one?
I like that one.
We'll take this one.
I like this one. Listen, I had one outside. You put it in your.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I want to try to proof it.
That's yeah. So. There you go. So we have the French quiche with local vegetable, reduced balsamic, pepper coulis for you to try at home. I would like to advertise a couple of things at this occasion. We've been working on different new concepts. We're going to have a Cinco de Mayo here menu. We have some beautiful cooks from Mexico that are prepping some menu items from their country, and we're going to celebrate that with the shack the 5th and the 6th of May, and then the following week we're going to have an Italian menu, and a week later we're going to have a French menu at the Milano. So those are things that we're working on just to excite not only the members but the cook as well. So I hope to see you very soon back, and I wish you a great day. Thank you, everybody.